Are you struggling to validate email addresses in your ASP.NET unit tests? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into how to effectively test the DataType.email address annotation. I totally get it. Validating email addresses can be tricky, especially when you're trying to ensure your model behaves correctly. Many developers face this challenge, and it can be frustrating when your tests don't catch the errors you expect. Here's the specific question we're addressing. One user asked, "How do I test the data type email address in my customer model?" They have a model with an email property and want to ensure it validates correctly. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's the issue here? The DataType.email address annotation is meant to validate that the input is a valid email format. However, it seems like your current validation method isn't catching these specific errors. Let's break down how to enhance your validation. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that will make your unit testing even more effective. To test the data type email address validation, the user should first create a new test method specifically for invalid email formats. This method will check if the model correctly identifies invalid email addresses. Next, the user needs to add an assertion to verify that the validation result contains an error message related to the email format. This will ensure that the DataType.email address annotation is being validated correctly. The user should also test additional invalid email formats, such as missing the @ symbol or having multiple @ symbols. This will help ensure comprehensive validation coverage. Finally, the user can run all the tests to confirm that the DataType.email address validation works as expected. This will help catch any issues early in the development process. Fun fact, the first email was sent in 1971. Just imagine how far we've come in validating those emails since then. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggests using the email address attribute for email validation. This attribute checks if the value is a valid email format, unlike the data type attribute, which does not perform validation. The user provides a unit test example that demonstrates how to implement this correctly. In the provided unit test, an invalid email is tested, and the results confirm that an error is thrown for the email property. This ensures that the email validation works as intended. Here's the quick tip I promised. Always ensure your validation methods are comprehensive. Testing each property individually can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. With these adjustments, your unit tests should now effectively validate email addresses. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on ASP.NET development.